Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel, James Higgins Open World. Well, here we are. This is part 2 of my adventures in Bristol and Cornwall. Part 2. So let's get back to it. The other thing with that trip I had, I remember one night going down to Penzance to watch 28 weeks later at the cinema there. Beautiful little cinema that was. Yeah. Only a tiny little cinema, but it was nice. I think as well, that was the year that, that month trip I had, the year that the Queen went to open some stuff at the Eden Project. So it's bloody hell, it's years ago. Just one second. I was coming up to me 40, not far off being 40 at that point. You know, I remember going in Newquay. Newquay. Went for a bite to eat at this kebab house. You know, you have those big pieces of meat which you cut off, that lamb. You know, it spins around. You know, what have you? You cut it off. Saying to a guy, what I said one night we were staying in Newquay there as well. That must have been that bit before I went down to Hale. Well, I remember this particular bit's quite interesting. I said to him, I said, "What's it like when you reach 40?" He said, "Well," he said it's you do get you do have a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? He said you do get a bit silly after, because you know, 40, it's hard to deal with being 40 when you first reach 40. You know, I mean, I'm 52 now, but it is hard to deal. It's a milestone. There's no two ways about it. It's a milestone. There's no two ways about that. Yeah. I went in some of the nightclubs in Newquay as well. Yeah, on that trip. Where else did I go? I stayed in this one B&B. It was sort of a little. It was in the same, not far from the one where the curry incident happened, where I spilled some curry on the duvet sheets in that B&B I told you about in episode part 1. It was just up from it, but a bit more inland. You couldn't see the sea from there, you know. If the sea's here, my window's facing that way, whereas on the other one it was facing this way to the sea. So it was down there. It was a lofty type room. It's a nice room, you know. Yeah, nice little room that was. Yeah, enjoyed that. That was a nice little thingy. Yeah. Well, and Pauline's is just great. I always stay in the loft room. If you Google her thing, there's a loft room, big double bed in it, the loft room. If she's still got that picture on her website, I always stay in there. I love that room. It's in the loft, obviously. You know, it's got like that. I think loft rooms are really cosy. Like, that's where the bed is, but it's really cosy. You know, like that. Painting a picture here for you, know, like that. And then if I'm lying that way, to me left of that, if I'm lying this way, to me left, there's a window where they've got she has a round table with a chair and stuff, and a TV the other side, where you can look out over the estuary. There's an estuary in Hale. It's a beautiful estuary, and a big beautiful viaduct as well. It's a beautiful little town, it really is, Hale. And you can get the world famous pasties from there as well. There's a big world famous Cornish pasty shop there as well. Beautiful little town. I mean, hell of a beautiful view outside that window at Pauline's of the estuary. Beautiful, absolutely bloody beautiful. You know, Pauline's food is, oh man, to die for, that food, Pauline's. Last time I went down was the other year, and she did me this tuna sandwich. Oh man, it's bloody mouth-watering it was, that sandwich. Mouth-watering. Oh man. Get in there, Pauline. But anyway, back to the month away. Yeah, I went there, got the bus back. There's nothing quite like standing on Penzance bus station waiting for a bus, I'll tell you. You know, nothing like it, yeah. You can be there for bloody ages at times, you know. And then you think, which bus should I get, you know. You're looking up and down. You think, well, I could go for stand D or B or whatever them stands are now. I can't really remember. To get to different places, you know. But to get to Land's End, though, to get to Land's End from Penzance, you have to go to Penzance bus station. So if you ever go Cornwall and you want to go Land's End, you have to go Penzance bus station. Because it's a double decker with the top cut off. Takes you up. You go two ways, really. Two different ways. One's up that big hill I described in part one, and the other way is round through Marazion and St Ives and all that. You know, it's beautiful. You should do it. Once this pandemic's over, you should do it. It's bloody beautiful, beautiful. I've done it a few times. Because when you go away on your own, right? If you get up dead early, dead early, it's half the time I never had my breakfast, even though I paid for it with the room, you know. But what Pauline would do for me, because we didn't get up for my breakfast, I'd go out about 12 o'clock, because the day's not as long then. Because when you're on your own, it's a long bloody day, I'll tell you, you know what I mean? A long bloody day. So she'd do me a cream tea and that, you know. Oh, they're gorgeous. Oh, she'd give it me for nothing. And a free coffee because I hadn't had the breakfast, you know. She's like that. She's got a heart of gold, Pauline. She's a beautiful woman. And, yeah, so I'd go out about 12, get the bus, make a day of it, really, you know. I'd come back about, say, what time did you usually come back? 5, 6, 7 o'clock, you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On that trip as well, I went to the Isles of Scilly on a day trip. Little tip for you, right? Little tip. If you go Cornwall, right? If you go Cornwall, and there's a paper called The Cornishman. At the time, they had half-price tickets in there, so it's always worth looking in the local paper for half-price tickets to the Isles of Scilly. You know what I mean? It's great, really great. Yeah. And if you go to the Isles of Scilly for the day, it takes 2.5 hours on the Solonian from Penzance to get there. You're on St Mary's for 4 or 5 hours, and it's another 2.5 hours back. But it's a beautiful trip. So, beautiful. England's only subtropical environment is what the Isles of Scilly is. Biggest island, St Mary's, is the. So at 2 points from up miles by 1 1/4. Beautiful, bloody beautiful islands. I stayed there 3 days one trip. Yeah, 3 days stayed there. Flew over on the helicopter from Penzance. The heli is not there anymore. I did hear a rumour that they're on about bringing it back, but I don't know. I think they built a Sainsbury's on it. I'm not quite sure, but it's not there anymore. I was just lucky. It was 98 quid return on the helicopter. It was 20 minutes from Penzance to the Isles of Scilly. Stayed on there 3 days, went on all the islands. Oh, beautiful. You're out at sea there, and beautiful, bloody beautiful. You can see right to the bottom. Golden beaches. Could be in the bloody Caribbean or something, you know. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But getting back to this month away, I used to have to do my own washing. And when I'm at the St Ives Bay Holiday Park bit, they have this big place where you can do all your washing. You charge you. It's not that day, you know. I think it was for the dryer. I think it was 20p for so many minutes or something like that. You spend about £1 to do your washing event, something like that. You know. What else is at St Ives Bay Holiday Park? Well, they've got this bar, sort of in the middle, the thingy, where they have free entertainment 7 days a week. But if you've been twice, like I did that year, and I stayed at Pauline's, you know, then it's the same entertainment. So it's the first week was okay because it's different entertainment for the first 7 days. And I went to Pauline's for a week and then back there. So come the last week, it was same entertainment again, but it was okay, you know, okay. And I'm not a big drinker, virtually teetotal, me, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, really, you know, but it was good. It was good, yeah. Let me just tell you a bit more about it. It's got security walk around all night long. The entertainment finishes at 11 because it's a family place. St Ives Bay Holiday Park. It's a family place, you see. So it shuts at 11. It closes at 11. You have all sorts. You have magic acts on. You have singers, and they had one singer on. He was like something off that film, that Irish film. It was really good. Just 1 second, see if I can remember it. I can't remember what the film was called, but the guy who sang in it looked like Mick Hucknall from Simply Red, a bigger version of Mick Hucknall. You know, a great voice. I forget what it's near enough came in and it's just gone. But anyway, he was good, and then he was this guy with puppets and stuff. You know, he was great. They had a magic act, which, to be perfectly honest, I was amazed. I was in awe of it. You see it on telly and stuff, and it's great and everything, but when you see it for real, it's unbelievable. I'm blown away by it, to be honest. It really was. It's great. Well, it's St Ives Bay Holiday Park. It's got caravans. It's got if you watch my video, I'll go into it in more detail, but it's got caravans, chalets, and things that people drive. The big all the beds and that in it, you know, and stuff, and big things, hookups and all sorts of stuff. Now at the front of the site, it's got a big bar which looks over like to the bay, which I call the Bay of Angels. You can see St Ives in the left hand corner, and at the bottom of it, it's got a big sand pit with a big pirate boat in, wooden pirate boat for the kids, and what have you. And that's the other beauty of that site as well. That down by at the Dynamite Bar, I think it was called, they have a kids disco, so members of staff look after the kids and the adults can watch the entertainment as well. Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely bloody brilliant. You know, I mean, I remember I was at my mate came for 1 year. Yeah, everyone. No, let's stick to this. Let's stick to this. Yeah. So anyway, that all ended. A month had gone, you know, doing my own washing and all that sort of stuff, you know. Then I got the train back home and from St Earth. And like when you get home after a trip that long, a month, you know, and I was living with my mum at the time. She's sadly passed away now. She passed away in 2015. And my brother, he lives in a bungalow now. You know, I live here. When you're away that long, it's your house. I don't know if a lot of people have noticed this. Your house just feels different. You know, it just feels different for some reason. Just for a day or two after you come home, you know. It just feels different. It's weird. I can't really describe it really. Just weird. You know. Tell you. Yeah. Just 1 second. I'll think of a. So that's that month done and dusted. Now we talked about that, but I've got loads more stories about Cornwall. I'll tell you now. Right. One year I was there as well. I went to a thing called Flambards in Cornwall, out in the middle of nowhere. Had like fair rides and all that type of stuff, but it had this World War II theme going on at the time, you know, and that was really good as well. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere though, you know. I remember also going to one place that, bloody hell, it was in the middle of all, like a wooden night really, and the bus dropped you off, and I said, well, where's this place? He said, oh, it's just down that road there. Middle of nowhere, you know, big bloody field, farmer's field and all sorts of stuff. And I'm on my toddler, you know, it's down there, you know. We'll go down there, right? And he said, this is what he said, they had a model of the Back to the Future car. I think they were trying to make out that it was the real one from the film. It was a full size, you know, full size. And they let you sit in it, you know, with the flux capacitor, and from the first film, first Back to the Future, there was a flux capacitor and that, what have you. I had some photographs taken, I don't know where they've gone. But yeah, so I sat in that, the car, they tried to say it was real, but I don't think it was. I think it was just a replica. Because I think there was a few of them they used in the film, like you do really. But yeah, so I've sat in that. It was great. Someone took me a picture. And then there was the other one from one of the James Bond films, the one where that metal sheet comes up at the back, with Sean Connery. That as well. Sat in that as well. Yeah. What have you? You know, I was out in the middle of nowhere. Cornish Gold somewhere, I think it was called. I can't remember. Anybody knows, please let me know in the comments, you know. What else? Just 1 second.